So let's say you're at your house. You are asleep in your bed, you and your family, and somebody makes the decision they want to break in on you. They want to either try to take your stuff, they want to try to harm you, or they just want to come in and, ask for your Wi-Fi password. Whatever the case is, somebody that's not supposed to be in your personal property, in your house, attempts to make a forcible entry. Now, most people are going to defend themselves with some type of firearm. And there's the debate of which is better. Do you want to use the 223? Do you want to use the handgun? Do you want to use the shotgun? What type of shotgun rounds should you use? What type of handgun rounds should you use? 9mm, 357 Magnum, the 410. Are we going to use a 30-06? Are we going to use whatever? We could go on and on and on and on and on and on. But since I have access to an old house that's getting ready to be demolished, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get a 12 gauge and a 20 gauge with a couple different rounds, shoot through some walls, and see what the damage is. Now, we know there's hundreds of videos out there of people setting up the drywall so many feet apart, or setting up concrete blocks, or this, that, and everything else you can see. But I haven't seen any in an actual house. So today, I'm doing it for my own knowledge, and I want you guys to come with me. And if this is a home defense weapon that you use, you can have a little bit more information. Now, keep in mind, this is not a scientific test. This is not done in a laboratory. This is not done, for any type of professional evidence or anything of that nature. This is just me doing it for myself. And I want you guys to come along and watch, and maybe it can help you with your home defense choice weapon. So, without further ado, I'm going to shut up. Let's go shoot some stuff. This is the wall we're going to be shooting the 20 gauge at. We're going to be shooting a slug, buckshot, and then a number 8 shot. I just want to show you. The wall, one side is drywall, the other side is a very thick paneling. I know, it's not double drywall. Well, guys, this is the best I got. And then we're shooting into a brick fireplace for a backstop. And then we have a piece of big cardboard up to see just what kind of over penetration that we have. And I'll show you the other side, or the brick as well. That way you can kind of get an idea what we're working with here. I have 3 rounds loaded up in the Mossberg Shockwave 20 gauge. Slug, buckshot, number 8 shot, and I'm going to fire them continuous. I'm going to shoot at different spots on the wall. That way you guys can see. I'm going to show you, of course. I'm going to fire these 3, then I'll show you the results. That was the slug. That was the buckshot. That was the number 8 shot. Now let's go check it out. So here are the results from the 20 gauge. I took the liberties of go ahead and marking them for you guys. You can tell, slug, number 8 shot, and buckshot out of the Mossberg 20 gauge. Number 8, slug, and buckshot, I did kind of separate them. That way the wall wouldn't take that much damage in one certain spot. Let's go around to the other side here. As you can see, slug, number 8, and you can clearly see a hole, the buckshot, when it comes through. But that is the 20 gauge. Now it went through 1 sheet of drywall and 1 piece of paneling. Now I won't go over here and show you our cardboard that we had. It fell down, but I do want to show you only 3 pellets. 1, 2, 2 pellets and the slug. And that's the slug shot, you can tell. And that's where it hit into the mantle. But only 3 pellets out of all that made it to the cardboard. Before I go any further in the video, I want to say today's video is sponsored by Blessed Assurance Sanctuary Security Video Series. That is a church security video series company that I own. It's 100% online, designed specifically for churches and places of worship. And I would encourage you to visit that website. It's going to be on the screen here, www.bassvs.com. Blessed Assurance Sanctuary Security Video Series. Now batting, Mr. 12 gauge. And we're not going to do a slug. There's no point in doing a slug. We know a slug will go right through. But I've got this loaded up with the first shot is going to be a buckshot. And the second shot is going to be a number 8 shot. out of the 12 gauge. Let's do this. I am shooting at the same wall. I'm just going over a little bit from where the 20 gauge rounds hit, shooting into the same piece of cardboard and the same brick chimney backstop. So here we go. That did some damage. Let's go check it out. Here's our wall up top, buckshot, and at the bottom, number 8 shot. I guess the buckshot. I was shooting it out of, I think, of a full choke, it's called. It must not have had time to expand, but that was it right there. And that is the number 8 shot. And here's our 20 gauge for comparison. Other side of the wall, you can clearly see a hole right through there on the 8 shot and the buckshot. But we go over here to our piece of cardboard, and you can tell the peppered the brick inside the house here on the chimney. You can also see some peppering on the mantle, but you look here, I mean, you can clearly see I did circle the other holes from the 20 gauge, but you can tell how big of a pattern that made. Even on the wall right here beside of it, down, I mean, there's peppering all down the side of the chimney. Mainly, I was aiming up high. I'm impressed. I don't know about you guys, but the results that I seen in this house right here, I'm impressed. And with the different type of round, different type of the gauges, the 12 and 20 gauge, it was good to actually get to see this take place in a house. Hopefully this video gave you a better idea of your personal defense weapon in your home, over penetration, all that good stuff. Now we know the 12 gauge, it's a lot more powerful, had a lot longer barrel on it than the Shockwave does, but still the 12 gauge, you got to think about, I mean, yeah, it will get the job done, there's no doubt about it, but what's going to be the collateral damage? Do you live in a residential area? Do you live in an apartment complex where if you did shoot through, maybe you would hit the neighbors in the other apartment? Are you going to be hitting somebody in your own apartment or your own house? The variables for this test are endless. We could have done through 5 walls, through 6 walls, different lengths of barrel, different types of high brass, low brass. We could have done this. We could have done a 6-hour-long video. And chances are, what is in this video probably isn't going to change your mind because you were raised a certain way, and granddaddy had this, and then daddy had this, or your brother or whoever you lived with, grandmommy had this or had that. That's what you were raised with, a certain type of personal defense weapon for your home. It's probably what you're going to stick with. I just wanted to do this for myself to see what the damage would be, and I wanted you guys to watch it and do it with me. Whether you change your mind or not, I had fun, and that's all that matters. I'm the one making the video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully you get some knowledge out of it. As always, let's review our 4 principal rules of firearm safety. Never point the weapon, anything you don't intend to shoot. Treat every weapon as if it's loaded. Keep your finger off the trigger till you're ready to shoot. Know what's beyond your target. And knowing what's beyond your target is a twofold. Knowing what is beyond your target, as in, do I have a backstop? And then knowing what type of ammunition, what type of caliber weapon you're using. Now, knowing what's beyond your target could be the difference between you being credited as a hero, saving your life, the life of some innocent victims, or having to explain to a grand jury or a jury of your peers why you decided to fire your weapon. Because we know the old saying, every round has a lawyer and has a grand jury attached to it. Now that's not just for like a semi-automatic or just a single pellet, like a 9mm or any type of single projectile. You got to think buckshot. You got to think number 8 shot. How many lawyers are attached to this? How many grand juries are attached to this? Not trying to scare you with that or put any fear into you when it comes time to defend yourself. I just want you to be informed. Every round that you fire out of a weapon has a attorney and a grand jury attached to it. Whether it's a civil case or a criminal or both, you need to think about that. Now, anatomically speaking, I'm always hot. But today, I'm temperature hot. I know some of you are probably rolling your eyes and laughing, but you know it's true. I'm gonna put a bow on this one. I'm gonna go find some place to cool down. It is extremely hot out here. 5th day of July 2020. So until the next time that you're staring at me at your on your phone screen or your tablet screen or your computer screen, you guys be easy, be safe. We'll catch you on the next one.